Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. And yes, it is travel time. In this series, we've got all the major leagues loaded. I'm not entirely sure how to show you that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think there you go. Got England, France, Germany, Italy, Spain. Obviously, there could have been Portugal as well as Holland. Those would have been interesting leagues to have. But these are the five we're going to focus on, just because, as you can see, my computer performance and estimated game speed isn't too well. I couldn't really afford adding any more. But yeah, we're just going to be focusing on this leagues. And what I did was I've given my manager the highest sort of, as you can see, there you go, that's me right there. The highest sort of qualifications and past playing experience. And what we're going to do is we're just going to try and manage teams in the highest leagues and just travel about. And so we started off unemployed, and the first job we managed to get was Wolfsburg. We're just going to quickly breeze through what's happened since obviously the pre-season, because now it's 27th of August. But yeah, Wolfsburg were the first one to offer us a job interview. They were only ones who were available, and it's still 2016, so that was good to get a job right away and not middle of December or something. And then allowed us to go through a pre-season. So in terms of that, mixed bag of results and friendlies. We went on a tour in China, and we also had a couple of home games as well, just getting some gate receipts. We played also the German Cup first round. I didn't want to show that because I didn't think it really mattered. It would have made more sense to show you the first division, first game of the season, basically. And yeah, the team we played against was in Regional Division North, so that's quite a couple of leagues down. So I figured it didn't really matter, and it was almost a guaranteed win. In terms of competitions, the expectation is for us to qualify for Euro Cups. That means ending in 7th maximum, I think. Last season, Wolfsburg were in 8th, and also the expectation of the German Cup is to reach the quarter-final. Now, in terms of the club, how they've been doing, they're just pretty much up and down. I mean, obviously, they got promoted in 1997 season, and since then it's just been up, down, up, down, up, down until they finally won it in the year of 2008-2009. Since then, though, it's just been mixed bag of results. The highest they ever got since then was second, and pretty much sort of mid-table kind of team. So we just want to even that out, make them more consistently qualifying for Champions League or even winning titles. Obviously, it's going to be tough with Bayern and Dortmund around, but we're going to be trying to do that. In terms of the squad, we'll go through it in just a second. I'll actually show you the tactics so you can get a clearer view. What we're going to be doing is 4-4-1-1 with fullbacks, wingers, ball-winning midfielder in Luis Gustavo, one of the best in the game, and Arnold as our deep-lying playmaker, Maximilian Arnold, who's previously... well, actually, he's always been Wolfsburg. I'm not sure why I thought he was with someone else. Anyways, we'll have Daniel Didavi as our attacking mid on attack. The reason why I prefer attacking midfielders now on attack duties is because they actually have the finishing attribute in their play. So they're a bit like playmakers. They get rid of the ball. They play the ball quicker, basically. They don't take their time as much as advanced playmakers. But unfortunately, as you can see from advanced playmakers, even on attacking duty, their finishing attribute doesn't really come into. Of course, they still finish if they have a chance, but it's not as much as an attacking midfielder. We'll be playing with a complete forward. Borja Mayoral from Real Madrid isn't really a complete forward, but he's just temporarily playing there. He is only the backup. It's mainly Mario Gomez who's going to be coming on as soon as he gets through the torn hamstring, which should be just about after this game. But in terms of staff, we brought in our own assistant manager as well as head of youth development, of course, sorted out, filling out all the maximum advised sort of staff members. And we've got some transfer news as well. We brought in a centre-back as well as an attacking midfielder, because those were the places where we needed most investment in. And who we went with was Chancel Mbeba from Newcastle, one of the highest potential players that we could find, and he's only 22 years of age, already definitely a good player for most first division sides, and he'll almost definitely become a leading player, so that would be good for us. And we've also bought Mehmet Ekici, the Turkish international, who's he's got some really good high stats as an attacking midfielder, some good passing vision, technique, finishing's pretty good too. Only bad thing is off the ball movement. But yeah, I mean, we got him for cheap. really cheap, 3.2 only. And Mbemba was much more expensive in 21 million, but we actually didn't spend that much. We did the most 48 months monthly installments, and I think it was another 10 million or something. So we actually just paid about 11 to 12 million for them, which is really good, and then the rest of it is going to be paid off later, so that's not too bad at all. I think that pretty much takes us up to date. As always, we'll be doing 7 games per episode sort of thing, and so we'll be starting off today with Frankfurt, and let's see how we get on in today's game. We should definitely be the favorites, without a doubt. We are. Well, the game's going to load a bit slower than usual, of course, because of how many leagues how many leagues I've loaded in this game. But yeah, I guess pretty poor computer at the same time. But yeah, the odds are in our favor, and I think, yeah, even the odds expert thinks that Wolfsburg will come out victorious. So we should definitely be expecting to win. Frankfurt playing with a more attacking version of our formation will definitely push the wingers up on if we're losing a game or anything like that. But as always, as you guys normally know, I'll be starting off in a more defensive sort of shape and then gradually build up. The reason why I like doing that is because what happens is that if you start off a bit defensively and you score, and then the other team goes attacking, you can actually score on the counter more. So I like starting that way. If we need to, we can always go up. If you start attacking and then you concede, then what else can you do? You can't move a higher version up. But anyways, that's just personal preference, and definitely we are favourites for the game, so they should be trying to impress me, and we'll get right into kickoff in just a moment. But yeah, we'll always get these little nice 3D intros. Switch to behind goal low on the camera, and replays on goals. There you go. It is us who kicks off, and hopefully we can get our campaign off to a good start. 3 points on the board would be great. Our attacking midfielder just returned from injury himself. We've been playing with our, the player that we brought in, the Turkish player, and he's normally supposed to be a backup to Didavi, but yeah, Didavi is going to start today's game just to build up some fitness, and I thought we'd be favourites for today's game, so I didn't think it would be too much of a risk playing him. It's not too difficult. We want to give him, as much game time as possible to get his fitness back, and if he can't perform, there's always his backup on the bench. So 12 minutes now, we're going to get another highlight, and it looks like Frankfurt are going to be attacking us. If we win the ball and hit them on the counter, things will be looking up. Instead, Rogoto goes all the way, and thankfully it's not too difficult for our goalkeeper, and it goes out for Frankfurt corner. Despite us having more shots and half chances, it is Frankfurt who look more dangerous in this highlight. But yeah, come on boys, we need to do something here. 15 minutes without any sort of creation to note. And with Frankfurt being more attacking, it's a bit of a surprise. I mean, it still says just 4-2-3-1 wide. It doesn't say attacking 4-2-3-1 wide. So I think they're playing on sort of a control mentality, and they're gaining more possession sort of thing now and more shots. So I think we can switch to control ourselves, step up a bit in terms of mentality, and maybe we can play. But yeah, the players that I really like are Rodriguez, of course. He's one of the best left backs in the game, possibly. Gustavo's a great ball-winning midfielder, and Julian Draxler is of course like one of our star players. I think the only place where we need to make some improvements are in the striker role, just because Mario Gomez is of course aging, and our backup striker is just on loan, so it doesn't really make sense. And of course they're the only two players who aren't suited, or not really suited to their roles as a complete forward on support. But it's a role I like, so hopefully play them there and see if they can perform. Through preseason, it didn't show that would be an issue, and Mayoral's going to just need to put a good ball into the box here. He finds Blaszczykowski, and he's going to take a shot, and I thought he would score that. But he's really poor on his left foot, from what I know. And as you could tell, I definitely butchered his name, but that was a tough name to say. But either way, Rodriguez he was trying to put a good ball into the box, but instead it's just headed away, and Frankfurt will come away with that. And we're going to have to switch to a little bit more attacking just before the half-time, try and score a goal just before the break. But is Frankfurt on the attack here instead, and Tarajej is going to bring the ball forward. Bruma deals with it well, and Didavi is going to find Mayoral. Can he do anything here? Instead he goes back to his attacking midfielder, and they're just passing it 1-2 in between themselves. Gustavo's got the ball now though, and it looks like we're going to have to take our time a bit with Frankfurt. having men behind the ball. Finally, it's through to Draxler, and he loses it, and instead Arnold does well to win it back. But it is Frankfurt on the counter, and they're looking to expose us here. That's one hell of a long-range shot, but thankfully it doesn't really amount to much. Just about 5 minutes left to half time, and it looks like our right midfielder is injured, but we will switch to attacking. We'll sub him in the second, in the break basically. Leave him on for now. We'll push Arnold up a little bit as on support duty, just because we switched to an attacking mentality. It looks like this free kick might be scored, and of course it is. What poor goalkeeping. Goalkeeping department definitely needs an upgrade too. Yeah, I forgot about this replay. What a view we're going to get here. Kind of poor goalkeeping, to be honest. I mean, he moved in the right direction. He was pretty much standing there, just had to get a hand on it. But anyways, there's immediate highlights, so hopefully it does go our way. Just need to put a good ball into the box for once. Arnold is the deep line playmaker, so he needs to create something of note here. Instead, it is Mairo who does something, and screws up our first clear-cut chance of the game. And as I mentioned, just horrible on his left foot. I don't know why he just doesn't cross it in. He is a winger. Normally it says he looks for the pass rather than just, than shooting, but instead he's done the complete opposite there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tell him, show me something else, because obviously that was a poor performance. Going to try and get them hyped up, and we're going to take off the right midfielder. I mean, I know he's been a little bit poor, but not poor enough for me to take him off. I'm only taking him off because of his injury, and I'd rather that not become more severe and just take him off without risking it. But yeah, poor performance from Bruma so far. I just want to make sure he doesn't have any preferences. He prefers to be on the right. That's probably explaining it. Let me move him over there. Maybe he'll have an improved performance now. But yeah, on attacking, I think what we can do now is actually just push up the wingers. And hopefully that can turn the score around in our favour. There is an immediate highlight, so maybe it will go our way. It is Gustavo with the ball here. He is on the yellow, and he is a ball-winning midfielder, so that's a bit worrying. Tries to go all the way, but yeah, look, there's some flares in the fans. But yeah, we really need to score. We're matching their formation. We're more attacking now, and we should be able to get an equalizer, if not a winner. Instead, it's a simple ball through, and it's just absolute horrible, poor defending. I actually can't believe how easy that was for them. I mean, no one closes him down. He just finds his man, and he comes across stupidly, and Alex Mila is easily in. It looks like Chancel Mbeba is going to get his debut sooner than we thought. I wanted him to be a first-team player, but unfortunately Bruma and Wolfsburg here are better centre-backs. Only now, definitely when Mbeba, improves, he'll definitely get more game time as the first choice. Our striker's performing poorly, but unfortunately we don't have anyone on the bench for him. We're going to take off Bruma because he's one of the 6.4 ratings. Gustavo's tired as well, but I don't think we have anyone for him on the bench either. He's a deep line playmaker, and so we'll save our last substitute for later. I think I'll just bring on Mehmet instead, because Daniel Didavi was never supposed to play this many minutes in the first place. He is literally, I think this is his first competitive game back, or even first game back. But yeah, hopefully these substitutes will inspire the team to maybe score one and equalize later. But instead, it is Frankfurt again on the attack, and looks like, as always, my teams will start off in poor form before they gradually learn the tactics. Of course, my team aren't ready just yet, but it is Alex Miller with the ball again, and Gustavo should have substituted him. And immediately Frankfurt go into a more attacking formation, of course. If we were 1-0 down, I'd be tempted to go still stick to an attacking mentality, but it just doesn't make sense now. So we're gonna try and hit them on the counter, considering that they're gone more attacking. We're gonna bring Mayoral back here, and we'll switch to how we would be playing if we were on the counter in the first place. I feel like we should be even more defensive considering we're man down, but we'll stick to this for now and see if we can bear anything on the counter. But yeah, let me quickly show you actually the tactics. So it's work ball into box, roam from positions, and be more expressive is what I'm going with. So because of how these two especially work, it takes a while for teams to actually, do anything here. But we do have a corner, so we can score through it. Instead, their goalkeeper deals with it well. And, oh, Mairo's through here. I can't believe it. We've actually had 2 clear-cut chances, and they've only had 1. And they managed to score 2 goals, and we managed to score neither. So that pretty much tells our story. And really, we should be performing much better than this. My assistant insists we should be going into a contained sort of mode, but I don't think so just yet. We did look a little bit good there. We're still managing to hold on to possession as well as having equal number of shots and stuff, so you know, not too poor, I guess. I think it's just a matter of being clinical, but there are definitely going to be some changes here after this game just because of how performed. But yeah, as always, we've lost our first game of the season. I think my teams always start poorly just because of how much freedom I give them the tactics, but hopefully they'll step up soon. I agree with my assistant, we should be telling them that wasn't good enough because we were the favourites, and funnily enough we've gone up to 14th just because we were Wolfsburg. We were W, first letter is W, so of course we start off in 18th, which is a relegation, but we've moved up just because of the goal difference. But yeah, we definitely shouldn't be there. The minimum expectation is 7th here. We ended 8th last season, so hopefully we can just improve on that and get into the European spots. I'd rather be here where it's automatic rather than 7th, but yeah, let's see how we get on. Not the best of starts, but yeah, hopefully we can build on that in the next few games. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As always, it really depends on the games that's happening around this point. We might actually show you the Dortmund game instead, because that would be interesting to see. Of course, we are at home, but yeah, if Ingolstadt are, you know, closer to us, or it's more of a crucial game than the Dortmund one, then we'll actually be showing you that. Also, of course, as always, depends on the positions. You never know. But yeah, I think that'll be all for today's game. So if you did enjoy it, then please do hit that like button and subscribe for more daily Football Manager content, of course. And as always, thank you guys for watching.